today we're gonna learn how to make crochet shoes on a rubber sole. um, if you've seen my other tutorials, I have covered some of the shoes without any rubber sole. You can try those first, which are like mostly for 1 month for newborn to around 12 to 24 months, because that is the only time when a kid can wear those shoes. After that, when they start walking, they would need something on a rubber sole, which is like durable, and they are non-skid, and they're way good. They're pretty good. So here is the trick, and these are a few of the designs which I have made. You can go and visit my site for the other designs. And this is another design, and see how beautiful it is made. So these are the different kind of soles. You get it in the market. This is another design. You can have it like a sandal. You can have it, there are a number of things you can do, your own imaginations, if you know how to crochet. And so this is my own shoe. Yeah, it looks pretty big, bigger in front of these ones, but see the size. It's I think it's way more. Yeah, so this is size 37 on Euro, but if you take a US size, it would be approximately 7.5. And see, the main thing is like how beautiful this looks like. And then these are quite durable. I wore these for 6 to 7 times, and they still look so new. And you can anytime wash them, dry them in the washer dryer, and they're good to go. But I usually prefer hand wash them in cold water. So um, these are pretty good. So let's see, what all do we need. Okay, so we need rubber sole, crochet hook 1.5, and another one is if you can see 3.5. We would need a marker. I usually use a pen for marking anything, and we would need yarn. I usually use roasted yarn 4, or if you see this one, I've used a thread which is size 3. And I mean, it depends what you want to use. The holes are like quite good. You can use anything. Okay, so this is the sole which you get in the market. The edge is like quite smooth, which I don't think it make any difference if it is however it is, because you gotta cover this whole thing. So if you see, let me make you aware of the words which I have used in the tutorial, so that the terminology basically, so it's you get familiar with what I'm talking about. So this is the sole, this is the front, and this is the back. Yeah, that's quite obvious. This is the inner part, this is the outer part. Yeah, you got to be very careful with that, because there are like the curves on both the side, but the inner side has a deeper curve and the outer side has a little shallow curve. So this has to be you got to be very particular about it, because if you see this one, the buttons would always come on the outer side. If you wear a shoe, then it doesn't make any sense to have your buttons on the inner side. So definitely you need to understand that the buttons are always on the outer side, and so you got to know that what is the outer side of the sole and what is the inner side. Okay, and your shoe always start from inner side center point. Yeah, that's the very first step of this tutorial, that we will start the shoe from the center point of the inner part. Okay, so let's see. So you get sole in the market, or you can always visit my site for dealers, or if you want to buy it through me. I have purchased, I got this through a friend of mine who has a manufacturing plant. So it's kind of things which they make it for water and for sports and stuff like that. But I know that there was nothing covered in this, and I can use them. And the best part is it has holes all around, if you see. So I call it as the edge of the sole or the shoe, where there are holes. And these are all, if you see very carefully, I think I should have used another color, but I mean, even yeah, this one would be better to understand. Like each of the hole is equidistant from the other one, so that's a very good thing about the machine. And well, it depends like which lot it is coming out of. That it is 1 inch, like each of the hole is 1 inch distant, or it could be like half an inch, or it depends on the lot of the machine, but it doesn't make any sense. You should always know how to crochet this. All right, so to begin with, we need to crochet again 1.5 and 3.5. We would start with 1.5 because if you see the holes, like these are all machine thing done, so you got to check that are these holes quite fine, or you got to make sure that these are open. And okay, so if you think that you cannot do the first line of this crochet shoe, you can always, if you're buying through me, yeah, you cannot get this in market being the first layer being done, but you can always order through me and request a customized first line to be made to order, so that, and like, yeah, if you're ordering a black sole, you can tell me that you want to use a white or a red or a green or a basic, because it is usually it is not visible. If you see, even if I've used a pink one over here, it won't be visible. So you can always tell me like which color you would like to use, and then I can do the first line, because that's the only tricky part of this shoe. Otherwise it's exactly the same how you make any other shoe. Yeah, so you can always tell me that you would like to order a shoe which has the first line already made. Okay, so this is all about the sole. And so inner, so what do we learn from this one? The inner part, the outer part, the back side, which is a heart shape, which helps for a better grip. And these are quite good shoe soles. So we're going to mark this as so if you see that wherever the number is written is the center point, and one is this one, so the other one is this one. So the closest hole to this mark is this, and the closest hole to this one is this. And we begin from the inner side, so we mark it as A, and we mark this one as B. Yeah, these are all washable, so you need not worry about like how do you use this, or if you make a mark through a pen, then yeah, so you're fine with that. I mean, yeah, so this is my point A and this is point B, and you gotta do is you can use any other needle also to check if all holes are open or not, because that way you're not stuck in the middle of crochet that you're checking that the holes are. Mostly it is like open holes, but in case they are not, you can always check and make sure that they are all open. So this was all about in the part 1. I'll get back and on the part 2, where we'll crochet the first line and make the whole shoe. Okay, thank you.